5 the same as 5 times 4?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you need to, you can reorder them so that they're in alphabetical order.
Yeah.
Okay. And that might be easier because if I put a 3 here and a 2 here, you're supposed to know that you can add these together.
Mhm.
Okay. So this would be 5xy. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Now let me give you one that's slightly more difficult here. Let's say it's AB, 4AB minus 5xy plus 3AB minus 3yx. Can you tell me what you can combine here? What is a like term, basically?
4AB and 3AB, and then 5xy and 3xy.
Yes. Okay. So you can't be distracted by the fact that they're in the wrong order or they're out of order like that. So give me the full result here, please.
Okay.
And then we'll build up to one as difficult as 7. We're real close, but.
So 7AB plus negative 8xy.
Yeah, very good. Okay, cool. Now, a new problem here. Let's say I give you 2xy plus 3x squared y. Okay, are these like terms?
Yes.
You might say yes, because they have both an x and a y, but their powers are different.
Okay.
So they have to have the same powers. So these are not like terms. Maybe that's where the confusion was with number 7. So let's take a look at number 7 here. So these are not. Okay, they have to have the same power. So if I add to this 6yx, now are there like terms?
Yeah.
You can make it 8xy. And if I subtract 4yx squared, are those like terms?
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah.
They're just out of order, because some teacher thought this was a good idea to put on a test, I guess. That's kind of the core issue there with number 7. So let me give you one like 7 now to try. I think you know enough to try it here.
Okay.
And let's see if we can get you to answer this correctly. So let's go uv squared plus 2uv minus 3v squared u minus uv. Go ahead and try simplifying this on your own, please.
Okay. Okay, so because so I'm able to move things around.
Yes.
I made it addition of the opposite. So
Just to be clear, there's no equal sign, but you can like, and I can do this easier in mine because it's, but like I can move this to the front. Like if that's what you mean, you can do stuff like that, but you're not moving it from side to side.
uh-huh.
Does that change anything for you?
Kind of. I just,
Like what I was hoping you would see is that this and this are the same.
well, yeah,
That was the whole point of this, is for you to combine uv squared minus 3uv squared. And maybe even to rewrite it, because it is awkward when it's out of order.
okay.
And then combine these, like it's really a 1 there.
Yeah, it makes more sense. I was just kind of taught weird.
I think Saxon books come with an awkward teacher. So, 2uv minus 1uv. And because what I heard is something like, well, I'm adding a uv or something. No, you have to keep the same sign. You just kind of translate them, like shifting them.
Yeah,
So can you combine these now and give me an answer, final answer?
yeah. Two. So -2 plus UV.
Okay. On the
Or
left
negative
here,
UV squared.
yeah, they
Okay.
still got to go with it. Okay,
Yeah.
that'd be correct. Okay.
Okay.
Do you have questions? Because I want to give you another one like this to try, but I want to answer questions. I don't want you to just feel like, I'm putting you on an island and you're not.
No, no, you're good. You
Okay.
can give me more questions.
Okay, let's do this one. W cubed v squared minus 3vw minus 2v squared w cubed plus wv. And they're intentionally choosing letters that look the same to confuse you in these.
Okay. W minus 2v squared WV. W. Okay. V squared W cubed minus 2VW.
Like this.
Yeah.
Looks pretty good. Pretty good. Close, really close. Okay. I guess because I'm so disassociated from what it's like to see this for the first time. The signs are the issue here. You got a sign error in this first one. +1, -2. It's like you owe someone $2. You give them $1. Should be a negative there.
Oh, okay. Okay. So -V.
Let me give you another one if that's okay with you, and then we should move on to another question.
Sure.
Let's go. I guess they can choose anything. Then go x y squared minus 3x squared y plus y squared x minus yx squared.
Okay. Okay. Xy squared minus 2x squared y.
Sorry, say that one more time. I lost track of what you're saying.
Okay,
It don't.
you're good. Xy squared minus 2x squared y.
Okay, so this one I think is the hardest of the ones I've given you, which doesn't necessarily mean that you don't understand. These are the same when you reorder them. Like I would rewrite them in alphabetical order before I combine anything. So these combine into 2xy squared. You said 1.
Oh, okay.
And again, like I'm I'm being very difficult with these, just because I know your Saxon is very difficult. These are both negative, so this becomes minus 4x squared y.
Okay.
So I believe you just can't, you just combine the wrong ones, and it's so easy to do. And maybe that is the issue. Let's move on though, because you have multiple choice. That's sometimes an easier way to
Yeah.
break these down. What's another one you want to work on this list here? 9, 10, 8, 9, 10.
Is 13 in the picture I sent you?
Yep,
Okay. I want to see one like that kind of.
sure. And remind me, what grade are you in right now?
I'm in eighth.
Eighth grade. Cool. Okay. So let's go 3b plus 2c equals 8. Okay. And this will say to solve for b.
Okay.
Okay. And not not, I don't know if you care or not, but these are called literal equations. They don't have numbers for everything. They just have letters. So they're a little more complicated. Sometimes it's a good idea to I know maybe you don't have a highlighter, but it's always good to kind of make sure you know what variable you're solving for. It's very
Okay.
easy to somehow solve for the wrong variable. And like you can even see on the one, letter D is Q equals, which is completely wrong because you're not even supposed to be solving for that, but it's easy to miss the letter you're
Yeah.
solving for. So you look at the side with the variable. You look at the side with the variable. In this case, you got 3b plus 2c. You should undo the 2c. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, as a preference, you generally put the variable before the number. So this is minus 2c plus 8. Minus 2c plus 8. Is that okay?
Oh, okay.
Now you cannot combine them. Like maybe there's a thought there, well, can I just combine them? No, because it's eggs and bacon or whatever you like. That's not the same. These are
Yeah.
not the same. Okay. So to isolate the b, you have to divide it by 3. Now it's not a decision, or it's not a choice. You have to do it to both. You have to divide everything by
Mhm.
it.
So B equals negative 2c over 3 plus 8 over 3.
Yes.
Okay.
And these don't necessarily work out nice. Okay. All right. So let me have you try one here. Any questions on this? I'll make it kind of the same, just different numbers.
No.
Okay. So let's say it's 2x plus 3y equals 7. I want you to solve for x.
Okay. X is equal to negative 3y divided by 2 plus 7 divided by 2.
Like this. Sorry, I did get the sign. We got the plus here. Is that
Yeah,
right?
like that.
Good. Okay. So the only thing that can kind of make this more complicated is if I add some negatives in here. So let's go negative 6p plus 3q equals negative 12. This time we're going to solve for q.
Okay.
So q is this one here. So your focus is on the left side. There you go. There's the left side. And you want to look at the one that doesn't have the q, which is the 6p, and you're going to add that to both sides of the equation. So you're going to add 6p. My preference, and you should look at the answers before you decide this, but you generally put the letter first, the thing with the letter first.
Mm-hmm.
Then you divide everything by 3. So you get q equals 2p minus 4. So sometimes it does work out nice, but you could actually solve for either letter. So let me give you one
So,
to go ahead.
okay. It's just you don't divide, like you can't. Okay, yeah, you're right. I was
Try to put it like try to put it in words. I mean, what I heard maybe is like something about the 6 and the p, or um, like which do you
Yeah,
divide by
because
3
in the last ones we left it like
as a fraction.
that. Yeah.
So here's an analogous problem. What is 4 times 5 divided by 2?
10.
10. Is that so did you multiply and then divide, or did you divide and then multiply?
Multiply and then divide.
But you could divide and then multiply.
Yeah. Oh,
You still
yeah.
get the same answer, but what you don't do is you don't divide it and then divide 5 by 2 again. You agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't do that. So you divide the number if you can. Sometimes you can't. All right, so let me give you one here to try. Minus 2w minus 3v equals minus 18. Solve for w.
Negative 18. For W. 2, 2. Okay, W is equal to -9 plus 3V divided by 2.
Like this.
Yeah,
Okay, so I'm not going to say yes or no. I'm just going to work it out in case you want to see it later. We're going to add 3v to both sides. Did you do that first?
yeah.
Okay. And then my preference, I know you didn't do it here. My preference is to put this in front. Now, this is fine, but just keep in mind that it could be either way. You divide by -2. Okay.
Oh,
Now there's a small little change here. We haven't talked much about it. When you take two negatives and divide, it becomes
no positive.
positive. And then this negative comes up. So the correct answer is -3/2 v plus 9, like this.
Yeah. I divided by just 2, so
So you always divide by the number in front. That's why we did this example, because I wasn't sure if
yeah.
you knew that. Whatever's in front, because if you wrote negative w equals this thing on the right, you're correct. You're just not all the way done.
Mhm.
You have to keep going. You have to get rid of that negative. Okay, let's try another one here. -4x minus 3y equals 12. Solve for x. And if you have questions, please ask.
All right. Okay. So x is equal to 3y divided by -4 plus -3.
Like this.
Yeah.
Okay, let me work it out here. So you're going to add 3y to both sides.
Yep.
Okay, so you get -4x equals 3y plus 12.
Yeah.
Divide by -4. Divide by -4. Divide by -4. So the one on the right here is correct. Now, this isn't wrong. Like, I don't want to say like, how you're so wrong, this is wrong. It's like the preference is to put the negative in the top. And you could probably look
Oh
at your
yeah.
book and find examples where it's not, but it's like you're supposed to know to move it to the top. Now, would you be marked wrong? I don't know. I mean, I would probably ask you, if I were grading you, to come up and say like, do you want to do anything about this? And if you said
Hmm.
no, I might hint at, well, is there a better way to present it? Like, really try to push you to move it to the top, but it'd be hard to mark you wrong. But if it were multiple choice, there's no partial credit, so just be careful of that.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Do you want me to go back through the list of problems again? Do you have some other ones you want us to look at? What would be best to help you?
Um. Let me see. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's on the other side, but it's one of those like find the blank or like the 10th term of the sequence And you have to make a formula for it, kind of.
Do you have the formula or the sequence of numbers? Sorry.
Um,
Is it a sequence of numbers?
yeah. It's because I had an exam today, and there was one of those where I was struggling with it.
So let me just make one up here. Let's say it's -2, 1, 4, 7. Does this look like something you might have seen?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's what's called an arithmetic sequence. And it just means it
Hmm.
has a common difference. Okay. But it's easier to think of this like, does it go up or down by the same amount? That's my question to you. Does this go up or down by the same amount?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, it does. What does it go up or down by?
By 3.
3. Yeah. In fact, you're adding 3 each time. So this is the formula they usually give. Have you seen this before?
Yeah, that's what we use.
Yeah, and it can be a little bit overwhelming at first because you're like subscripts, subscript n, subscript 1. I got 3 letters. What's going on? This common difference is 3. And your problem, the D is 3. Do you remember what a sub 1 stands for?
Um.
It's the first term.
Oh,
What is the first term in this sequence?
-2.
Yeah, so here's what we can substitute in. -2 plus n is the variable, so you keep that times 3. All right, now from here, there's a bit more that you can do to kind of pretty it up here. You can distribute this 3. So you get 3n minus 3. You follow that? Is
Yeah.
that something you've seen? And then from here, you're going to combine like terms. So what can you combine in this right side?
-2 and 3.
-3. So it becomes -5 plus 3n, like that.
And then you just put. Okay.
That's it. Like that's the end of it.
So then if it asked you to find the 10th term of the sequence, you would just put, yeah, I sub 10.
You
You
put
just put
10
10 in the end.
exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
But you could also sit there and write them out,
Yeah.
which takes time, but it's the first term, the second term, the third term, the fourth term, and so on. So like they might ask you for like the 100th term, and then you wouldn't want to write them out, but
Yeah.
you could. Okay, let's see if we can do another one here. Let's go -8, -13, -18, -23. Can you tell me the common difference between terms? Basically what it's going up or down by.
Um. By -5.
Yes. Okay. So the second thing you need is the first term.
So -8.
Okay. And then you've got to know the formula. If you don't know the formula, you're just in really bad shape. And then you fill in what you know. You say, okay, I know the A1, N is my variable. It's like X, and -5 for D. So could you simplify this on the right, just like we did in the last one?
So it'd be 5 or 5n minus 5 minus 5 or -5 plus -8.
Let me know when you're at your final answer. I want to make sure take your time. Just double check that you got it. Did you distribute in like this? Basically, that's what I make sure of.
5n minus -5. And then,
So it becomes -5n though, -5n, and then +5, the signs cancel.
yeah, okay.
And then you combine like terms.
Oh, okay. M of n. 5n plus 5 minus -8.
The 5
Or
and the 8.
yeah,
Go ahead and combine those, -3 minus 5n, or you can write -5n minus 3.
-3 minus 5n. Okay, and then what?
And then let's just say this will have to be our last thing here, but let's just say it asks for like the 20th term. What would you do?
You would substitute 20 for n.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do you have an answer for me?
9 or yeah, 97.
So -5 times 20 is -100 minus
Oh,
3.
so
You went the wrong direction on that. You're gonna go
so
other way.
103.
-103. All right. Well, we do have to stop there, mostly because I do have another
Yeah.
appointment after your